If you're a hip hop artist who wants to mix your own recorded music, then I'm going to show you how with videos that go over mixing both the beat and vocals step by step. I'm Jamal Patton, and I've been involved in music creation for more than 35 years. Over the last 6 years as a mastering engineer, I have helped hip hop artists get their music ready to be released. And now, I will do the same for you. Let's begin. Now, the reason why this pause is here because this is where the open hi-hat is. And on a real drum set, when the drummer is playing the drums, you can't play both an open hi-hat and a closed hi-hat at the same time. And I wanted this to sound like a drummer, like a real drummer. So that's why there's this pause here with this cymbal, and the hi-hat. This would be the closed hi-hat, and then this would be the open hi-hat. And the settings on this one are probably the same. Let's check it out. Yeah, nothing on the EQ, because this is also a preset. Yeah, the same. Oh, this one's actually at 5.2 to 1. All right. The open hi-hat with the release of 64 and the attack at 13.5. And usually on my open hi-hats, I'll go a little longer on the release simply because it's a little bit longer of a sound. But as you see, it could also be 64 and it works. This is the preset. So, 64 will work also. You don't want to overthink it too much. At the end of the day, as long as it sounds good, that's okay. It's working. If it sounds good, then it works and you leave it the way it is. So now I'm going to show you the drum pattern with both. Okay, actually, that's not an open hi-hat. I thought that was an open hi-hat, but no, that's not an open hi-hat. That's actually it's a different cymbal, and but it's taking the place of an open hi-hat. If it were an open hi-hat, it would be the same right there. So there would be a pause and a break in the closed hi-hat hits, and then which would allow the open hi-hat hit to happen. But this is just a different cymbal. It's just a different sounding cymbal. So it sounds like it might be a little more higher pitched or whatever. And but that's really all it is. It's not an open hi-hat. That's my bad. But it's a different sounding cymbal, but it's the same principle though. And then also this guy right here, this is a crash cymbal. And let's check out what we did with that. Let's see. Okay, it's the same thing. It's presets, so nothing on the EQ. Again, it sounded good, so I didn't change anything. Same thing with the compression. The ratio is the same. Makeup is 2. The knee is at 7. With these, I usually do a knee of around, I'd say maybe 2. And sometimes I just do a complete hard knee. It just depends on what's going on. And then the attack is the same, 13.5 milliseconds. And the release is the same, 64 milliseconds. With my crashes, I usually do an attack of the same 20 milliseconds. And a release, probably maybe like 68. But again, this one's at 64. It works. It sounds good. You roll with it. Okay, now let me bring this back to here so that you can hear what this sounds like all together. Okay, and that's all together and balanced. Now I'm going to point out one other thing real fast. So here, as you see, this is the pan, which funny enough, I just recently learned that this is short for panorama. I didn't know that all these years. I just call it the pan, never thought about it. But yeah, this is short for panorama. But anyway, the kick and the snare are panned straight up the middle. The hi-hats are panned about 15 to the left, and the crash is about 15 to the right. Now, if you look here, this is like a miniature drum set right here. And as you see, here's the kick. The snare is like right up in here. And these are the cymbals. As you see, they're off to the sides. And that's why you pan them that way. Kick in the middle, snare in the middle. Or you could put it a little bit to the right or to the left, whatever you want to do, or put it in the middle. And then the hi-hat to the left or right. And this other cymbal to the left or right, and the crash to the left or right. However far you want to do it. I mean, obviously, you're not going to do it all the way over. Then again, you could if you wanted to. I mean, you could pan these any way you want, but this is what I did because I wanted it to resemble a real drummer playing drums with a drum kit. So nothing too crazy or exotic. And so as you hear, those are all balanced. And once again, get familiar with the sound of everything being balanced and together. Same intensity, roughly roundabout. Nothing's jumping out at you. Nothing is distracting. It's not grabbing your attention. It's all just working together nicely. And that's all just the balance. So once again, listen and get familiar with this. All right. See you in the next video.